Hello again, grade 4 students. This is the second lesson of this week. It's about fractions. It's just an introduction about fractions. What is a fraction? How do we write fractions? If we look at this pie, this is a fruit tart, and actually it was divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. The total number of pieces were 6. And Kate and Brandon, they ate 2 of these pieces. This means 2 out of 6. Now, when I talk about fraction, I should know what are fractions. Fractions are numbers that describe the division of a whole into equal parts. As you can see, I divided the whole tart into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. After you divide the whole into 6 equal parts, you are taking part of this whole. Let's say here, Kate and Brandon, they ate only 2 pieces out of 6. So this 2 out of 6 thing shows 2 different numbers. They are separated by this division bar. The number on the top, it's called the numerator. And the number at the bottom, it's called the denominator. The numerator is the number of equal parts or objects being considered. Yani this means here, guys, this fraction, I'm writing the fraction that Kate and Brandon ate. So they ate 2 out of 6. 6 is the denominator. It shows the total number of equal parts. So the denominator shows the total number of equal parts. So the total number of equal parts, this means that I divided the tart, the fruit tart, into 6 equal parts. So this will be the denominator. And if I am asking about the fraction of the tart that Kate and Brandon ate, it's going to be 2 out of 6. So they ate 2 out of 6. So 2 is how many parts are considered. And I have to answer the question because they're asking about how many parts they ate. So I will have to take the 2, which is the number that they ate, the number of pieces or the number of parts that they ate. If I asked how much the fraction or what is the fraction of the remaining part are 4 and also out of 6. So this is the remaining part out of the total, which they are still 6. So 4 out of 6 is the fraction of the remaining part. We will take more examples about fractions. But first, let's see how we can use fractions. Fractions are the numbers that describes the division of a whole number, like we said, into equal parts. Sometimes the whole number, it's a region, like this one here. I'm dividing it into 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, there are 9 equal parts. So the whole region is divided into 9 equal parts. So this means, guys, that the denominator has to be 9 in all the questions or all the answers. Now, if they ask me about the fraction of the shaded part, I want only the shaded part. So I need to count how many shaded parts I have. So I will count them and I will find out that there are 6. So here there are 6 out of 9. 6 is the numerator that tells the number of equal parts being considered. Yeah, this is the question. In the question, they want the shaded. And the 9 will be the denominator, which tells the total number of equal parts of an object. It's better to identify the denominator before you start so that you will not be confused. Remember, the denominator has to be the total number of equal parts every time. Let's take another example. I need to know the fraction that represents each of the shaded portion. The fraction of the shaded. So I'm always looking for the shaded right now. To be able to do that, first I'm going to write a fraction bar or a division bar. The shaded part, how many they are. I have here one shaded part. And then here you have the total. Remember, the denominator is the total number of the parts. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4. The total number of the parts is 4. So the denominator is 4. How many shaded of them? It's 1. So this is the shaded. And this is the total. Let's try another example. So here the fraction of the shaded part is 1 over 4. I can say it 1/4. Here, so I can say it 1/4. Here the total number of the shaded, the total number of the parts, they are 1, 2, 3. So 3. And the shaded, they are 2. So 2 shaded out of 3. So the fraction is 2 out of 3. I can read it 2/3. If it's out of 3, we say third. If it's out of 4, we say fourth. Out of 5, we say fifth. Sixth, seventh. Out of 10, we say 10. Okay? When it's out of 2, we say half. I hope we're going to get an example about it. Anyway, let's look at this one here. The total number of shaded parts is 4. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the total number of parts are 4. The total number of parts is 4. And then the shaded, they are 2. 2 shaded. So it's 2 out of 4. So that's the question is 2 out of 4. I can write it 2/4. 2/4. Now it's plural, so it has to be with S. Let's look at this shape here. First, we need to count the total number of parts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the total number of equal parts is 12. So the denominator is 12. The shaded is only 4. So the numerator is 4. And I read it for 12. Or 4 out of 12. This one down. Let's count the total number of equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's out of 8. And then the shaded, they are only 2. So it's 2 out of 8 or 2/8. This one, I guess, also it's 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have here 4 out of 8. 8 is the total number of equal parts, which is the denominator. 4 is the number of the shaded, which because they want us to find the shaded, so the number of the shaded parts, it's 4. So it's 4 out of 8. Okay, this pizza here, let me erase this part here. I'm gonna make it 2 out of 8. This is for this example. Now the pizza part. So guys, the pizza, if they are asking about how many or the fraction of those that we ate 1. Actually, the total number of pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. So the denominator is always 8. If we ate how much? It's 1 out of 8. If the question is about the remaining, so the remaining, they are 7 out of 8. So the 7 remaining pieces. So it depends on the question. So the numerator is always depending on the question. The denominator is always the total number of equal parts. Okay, sometimes it's part of a set. This means they give you a set of things. And let's say here we have sets of different shapes. We have a heart shape, we have a circle shape, we have triangular shape. And then they want us to find the fraction of each of these shapes. Of course, to be able to find the fraction of each one of them, first I need to find the total, which means the denominator. Yeah, this means they are all of them how many? So let me count them. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the total number is 22. So this means that denominator is always 22. Whether it's for the triangle, it's 22. Whether for the hearts, it's out of 22. And whether of the circles, they are out of 22. So the denominator do not change because the total will always be 22. Now, for the triangles, I need to count how many triangles I have. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess 7. You need to be very careful. Let's try it again. So I have triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have only 7 triangles. So the fraction of the triangles will be 7 out of 22. Remember, 7 is the numerator and 22 is the denominator. The numerator answers the question of the triangle. So I need to find the number of the triangles, and the denominator will be the total number. Now for the hearts, I'm going to use a different color for the hearts. So you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let me make sure. So you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this one is 9. So repeat it more than one time to make sure. So it's going to be 9 is the heart. So 9 out of 22. I have 9 hearts out of total of 22 shapes. Now the circles. I'm going to also use a different color for the circles. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 circles. Let's check again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anyways, I have 6 for the circles. Now, before finishing and moving on to the next example, we need to make sure that our answer is correct. So we can check by adding 7 plus 9 plus 6, and the total must be equals to 22. Because if you add all the shapes, there must be 22. So 7 plus 9 equals to 16. 16 plus 6 equals to 22. So once we check, then we make sure that all the shapes are correct. And this is an example where I'm finding a fraction as a part of a set of things. They are not one whole region. We move on to the next example, which is also about shaded part, or we're going to find always the shaded part, but it can be as a part of a set or it can be part of a region. Let's see, here it's a set. Here also we can say it's a set. Here it's part of a region or part of a whole. Anyways, and so on. Let's try to find the shaded part. So here it's 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded. Out of the total, remember, the denominator is always the total of them all. So you have here the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 bottles and 4 of them are shaded. We move on to the next example. Let's find first the total number, and then we will find, and let's find the denominator first. So I'm going to count. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the denominator is 16, and the shaded part, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 16 is the fraction of the shaded part. In this example, the third example, of course, first we need to find the denominator. So I need to find the total number of equal parts. So I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the denominator is 8, is the total number of equal parts. Now the numerator, because they're asking about the shaded part, so I need to count the shaded part, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the shaded part. So the fraction of the shaded part will be 5 out of 8. Now this example here at the bottom, we're gonna count all the shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they are out of 11. And the shaded, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they are 8 out of 11. I guess now it gets easier. Here I need to count the total number of shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's out of 5. And only one of them is shaded. Okay. Another example, it's a real life example and it's also a very easy example. They said that there are 15 stones and 7 stones are gray and the rest are black. So if 7 stones are gray and the total number of stones is 15, then the black must be 15 minus 7. This means the rest of them, which is equals to 8. So now I know that I have 7 gray and 8 black. If I want to write them as a fraction, remember it's going to be like the gray, it's going to be as a fraction. In the denominator will be the total number of stones, whether in the gray or in the black. So the total number of stones will be 15 and 15. The gray, they are 7. So the fraction of the gray, they are 7 out of 15. And the black, they are 8. And then it's going to be 8 out of 15. It's very easy. Since we know the total number of stones, we put them in the denominator. We know that the gray are 7, so it's going to be in the 7 here in the numerator. And the remaining, which means the 8, and this is how we got the 8, we did 15 minus 7, it will be the numerator of the black. Another example about M&Ms. We love M&Ms, we know that. M&Ms, they have many colored candies inside of the bag. Let's take one example. In a bag of M&M, there are 7 red candies, 8 yellow candies, and 6 green candies. To be able to find the fraction of the red, yellow, and green, I need to find first the total number of candies, which is going to be my denominator. This is very important, denominator. Okay, we fixed it. So let me add the total numbers. So they are 7 plus 8 plus 6, which is equals to 21. 7 plus 8 is equals to 15 plus 6 is 21. So the total number is 21. So this is the denominator. So I can do it directly that the red will be out of 21, out of 21, out of 21, and out of 21. So the denominator is 21. In this kind of examples, it's very important to find the denominator first. Now the rest is easy. How many red I have? I have 7 red. So it's going to be 7 out of 21 is the fraction of the red. How many yellow I have? 8 yellow candies. So 8 out of 21 is the fraction of the yellow. You see how easy it is? The green, how many green candies I have? I have 6. So 6 out of 21 is the fraction of the green. Not red. What do they mean by not red? If it's not red, this means that it can be either yellow or it can be green. So this means I have to add how much I have in yellow and how much I have in green to find the not red. So the yellow is 8 and the green is 6, and then I'm going to add them. 8 plus 6 equals to 14. So 14 candies that they are not red, that they can be either yellow or green. So those that they are not red will be 15. I'm going to put it up. So remember, I said not red. Not red means they can be yellow or green. Yellow or green, I will add the yellow and the green. I will get the number. It's going to be 14. Let's say if I'm going to add one more. If I said I want not yellow. When I say not yellow, of course, the denominator should be always the same. Not yellow means red or green. The red is 7 and the green is 6. So I will add them. I will get 7 plus 6, 13. So the not yellow will be 13 out of 21. And that will be it. Thank you.